Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Psychic Tarot Angel Oracle. I'm going to give you just a short little reading today. So make sure that you are familiar with my legal disclaimer. It is in the description box below. Okay. But by watching my videos, you're agreeing to the contract of being in control of yourself, being responsible for yourself with any of the information being channeled. Be on your best behavior because the Most High God is watching and the Holy Spirit is listening. All right, now we're going to do the prayer. I ask now as I call upon God's favor to give us the full armor of God for protection during our life's mission and work here on earth. I'm eternally grateful for your favor, Heavenly Source, and for your unfailing love. Thank you for blessing me and my subscribers, you warrior. And thank you for healing the sick and creating miracles in your holy name, Lord my God. I give gratitude and thanks. I pray into thy holy presence and meditate upon your divine will. So you are a warrior, my friend. You are a warrior. Confirmation. I am a warrior. I love this energy. This reminds me of a rainbow child, just with the rainbow there. All right, let's see what else pops out. I feel like you could have been battling something. Oh, welcome in. Welcome into the chat. Yes, you're definitely a spiritual warrior. You could have been battling something that could have been looking like a storm to you, or it could have been something that was just going on in the above in the spiritual realm. The good thing is that I feel like whenever something triggers in the spiritual realm, your spirit guides let you know that it's time to get into warrior mode, right? So you could have been a Valkyrie. You could have been, somebody's got mermaid guides straight up. You have mermaids. And then you have La Sirene, the siren energy as well. So somebody could have Pisces highly aspect in your chart. I just cut the deck on the shaman. You're definitely a warrior shaman. Or the shaman. I think it's shaman is how you say that. And it's interesting because look at here. It's got a snake. It's got an offering bowl, some skulls, and it's got a crystal. So you could also work with crystals to heal people and the stars. I feel like you travel to other star systems in your sleep, and then you come back with like weird dreams, and it's just because you've actually been visiting other places, like in your dream state. Oh, is it? Okay, cool. So yeah, I like the word shaman better than shaman. Wow. These round cards are so much harder to shuffle than square cards. So I feel like you have been a shaman multiple lifetimes, and every time that you come back, you still carry this warrior and shaman in you. And so it's something that if you didn't tap into it in another lifetime, it still was within you. And so you've always been somebody that guides other people. This right here, Aletheia, the light of Aletheia is one of Zeus's daughters. Aletheia is the goddess of the light of truth. Okay. So I feel like you're very truth based. And that's kind of how you operate, is from a space of truth. And that you also help shine a light down into the dark spaces that people are unaware of. You're definitely the starborn, right? I feel like you have celestial dragons. I'm picking up on big dragon energy surrounding you. So you definitely have a dragon spirit totem. You also have a snake that wraps itself around the universe. I don't know what to call this snake, but it's a protector of yours, possibly one of your children. The threshold. So you have embarked on a new threshold here that I don't think in other lifetimes you were able to fully fulfill, being this light of truth and being a starseed. The starborn is definitely confirming you have, yes, you're a mother of dragons. You're like, no, I am a mother. It's just my children are dragons. Okay. I love that. I love that energy. Yeah. I also feel like that in your dream state, you do a lot of astral travel. You go to a lot of different places. You're going to the same places though. And they're different star systems, and you're collecting little bits and pieces of yourself that maybe got stuck in that lifetime or you haven't merged with. I really feel like whatever's happening in the dream state is really helping you advance. The tear. I really feel like if there was any sorrows in these other lifetimes, you're integrating those lessons into this lifetime so that you don't have to relive the past. And that's what I'm all about, is like people getting to heal and getting to move forward. The ring. Okay, so you could have had a lifetime in Lord of the Ring. So it's inside this earth, and Middle Earth is where Lord of the Rings realm is. So you could have had a connection to that. Also, this ring is reminding me of the ring that's on the woman in the show, The Circle of Time. If you haven't seen that, oh, you will love it. You'll have to check that show out. I've only seen one episode of it. And this lady uses this ring to like bring up all of this light and to get rid of all these like troll beings and stuff. So yeah, I feel like this ring is a tool that once you find this ring online, you're going to purchase it, or maybe you just did purchase a crystal ring. When it comes in the mail, it's going to have this power. You haven't seen it yet. It's going to have this power already in it. Yeah, you'll want to definitely check it out. Oh my God, such a good show. Such a good show. Circle. Or maybe it's called The Wheel of Time. It's not called The Circle. It's called The Wheel of Time. I don't know how to spell wheel. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you got it. So when you see this ring in real life, you're going to feel very drawn to it. It may have a tear-shaped diamond or like rhinestone or something inside of it, or a tear-shaped crystal inside of the ring. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. Yes, your dreams are very prophetic. So when you go into the dream state, there's two different gates you can go through. One gate is like where you work on the stuff that's in the subconscious. The other one, and I would also suggest that you watch The Sandman. It's a TV show also that is going to explain how you go into either going through the normal dream gate where it's like you're working on stuff in the subconscious, and then the other dream gate that you go through, I think they're called the Onurai. They're beings that give you prophetic dreams when you go through that gate. So yeah, the prophetic dreams are always going to feel a little bit different than the ones that are not prophetic. Yes, you will seriously be thanking me in the future for those two series, because they're life-changing. Like literally life-changing. This is exactly, I feel like the Storm has more of an X-Men energy to it. You know how Storm just puts her hand up? I'm seeing you being able to get this ring, you put your hand up, and then you create a storm that manifests around you. So you do have the power to call upon like wind, rain, all of that stuff. And I feel like you've changed the weather many times. The prayer, exactly, through prayer, your intention. I think of prayer as setting an intention, and those good intentions create boundaries and stuff like that in the spiritual realm. I also feel like your prayer is how you connect with your higher self. I'm seeing the stone. Yeah, this is a mystical stone that you're going to come across that's going to be in this ring. I feel like you have been dealing with somebody who was a shapeshifter. Somebody that was shape-shifting to try to match your frequency. I know that sounds weird, but that's the vibe that I'm getting from this person that it's like your energy is just fine, but there's somebody else that keeps trying to, like, this is somebody that you burnt a bridge with, like, or they burnt a bridge with you. They can't come back, but they want to. So this is like really sad. So they're trying to come back in the dream state because they know that they can't interact with you in the waking world. That's sad. And what I say, because you can be a beautiful mermaid, and then all of a sudden, boom, you can turn into a siren. And that's what makes you actually dangerous to these people. Then I'm seeing this siren, and of course there is another crystal. Like, it just keeps the stone. So there is something about why all these stones look the same as the one in this ring. There is something about you gaining, maybe it's a siren. When you find this ring, whatever crystal in it is enchanted. Yes, it's enchanted. And you're going to gain some type of, see, mermaids have powers. They have magical powers. They're extremely magical. I watched a video that was like, I love 4chan stories. And so they're kind of stories that just get sent into like a server and then it retells them. But I was listening to a 4chan story talking about the elites that are eating mermaids or catching mermaids and eating them for their magical powers. And anybody that knows about eating things that are magical, the people in the Bible that ate Leviathan were affected permanently. I feel like in this other lifetime, you were hunted because of this siren energy, because you hold this. So you could have lost your voice in another life and it's coming back to you in this one. Absolutely. The venom. And again, that reminds me of actual venom. You know, there was a whole race of those creatures that are symbiotes. Symbiotes are not negative in themselves because they're not, a parasite is something that only takes, right, without giving. But a symbiote is something that just like Venom, the Marvel, gives protection and takes. So it's a mutual relationship. I feel like there is a connection between symbiotes and the siren and stuff coming out of the ocean. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to check that out for sure. I'll definitely search that because yeah, you have siren in your blood and it's extremely powerful. The orphan. You could have felt orphaned in this lifetime, like spiritually felt orphaned, because I feel like you have a lot of star ancestors that that you've spent a lot of time with them, but coming back to the earth, not all of your star family wanted to come back with you. This is so that you could be a mystic. That's definitely part of your divine life purpose. And that's definitely part of the gifts that the siren has. The ability to see the future, the ability to sing and enchant people, to see the future and to transform. You have all of that within you. And when you come across this ring, it's going to make you, yes, it's already in your blood. It's going to like just complete the process. So the ocean could be extremely healing for you, like extremely healing. And I feel like you are connected to Amphitrite, which is the wife of Poseidon, the creator. Yeah. You are tapping into your creative force at this time, and you're bringing forward actual creations that in other lifetimes you wanted to bring forward. The thread, there's always going to be a thread connecting you to the divine reality. And that thread, it's like it goes down through the dimensions, but it really connects you to your spirit, to your heart, the heart, right at the center. I love that. I don't know what I'm seeing here with these two people on a boat, but I was imagining Italy, and you know how they take people on the boats in Italy. There may be some connection to that you have. The one. Remember, I was talking about that oneness. Yes, I'm so glad that you live by it because it's one of your greatest tools to basically transmute your energy and the energy that other people send you. And then this oneness, this is a big sign. You are the one to deliver your ancient ancestors who are still alive. I feel like you have some ancient ancestors that are in the oceans surrounding Antarctica. These beings were frozen for a long time. Yes, Poseidon calls to you. This is exactly what I'm talking about. These ocean ancestors are defrosting right now or de-thawing, and they are telepathically communicating with you. The box. Yeah. So they're in some type of like something, some type of some type of box technology that was keeping them frozen. And now, or this could be like a tesseract. Yeah, it's more of a tesseract type energy. Wow. That is so cool, you guys. That is so cool. I also feel like you are a poet. I also feel like you are a writer, or you're very good with words, very good with song. You could, like, I'm seeing that when you integrate all of this siren power, that you, yes, yeah, like a water in a cocoon. That's exactly what this box and that cocoon is just feeding you. I feel like this poet energy, you are going to grab a hold of something, and you may end up writing like award-winning songs for somebody in the music industry in the future. Like, I just feel like you are going to come up with some really good melodies and some really good words. And then you're going to be like, well, I don't really want to be a singer, but I will sell this shit. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. If you wrote a lot of poetry when you were younger, this is reminding you that, yeah, thinking outside the box, this poetry is going to help you express yourself and very well could help you make money. Now I'm seeing the hunter. Okay. Like I was reading the 4chan thing of where people are eating mermaids and sirens and stuff, the elites. I don't know if they actually are, but this is something about you being a rare energy and this hunter energy coming for you. The moment that you bring this poetry to the world, this hunter energy. Wow. Wow. Seriously. It's amazing. And so you can use your vocal cords to create a binaural beat. That's what I'm getting. That so Erica Baidu, yeah, that's how you say her name. Erica Baidu, she has a like grill that's an actual like, it actually creates like a tone, you know, and she uses that. I want you to read into her. She's got big siren energy, big mermaid energy around her. But yeah, she basically, when guys get with her, and this is one thing that it's so important to know this about yourself when you're a muse and you're an inspiration. When guys get with her, they blow up, glow up, and they change. They go through a rapid change because the magic that is lies within her is not actually between her thighs, it's in between her eyes. Wow, you love her music too. That is so cool. I like her music also. I think it's very kind of sexy music. So yeah, beware that when you bring this poetry, that's why I think that you should start when you come up with a melody and you come up with the words, just record that, because I feel like you're going to end up coming across somebody who you're going to be a ghostwriter for. You know, this exactly the sustainer, this gift will give you the ability to sustain yourself. It is definitely cool. Her voice is so unique, and then her style of singing is so different. I just love the African power energy to her. She's just a beautiful soul. And so she started the whole woke movement, but like it wasn't what it is now. I don't know how the woke movement got turned into whatever the hell's going on nowadays, but when it originally started, it was about being spiritually awakened to the injustices in society. And I love that she sings about her different struggles and strengths. These round cards, I tell you, they are hard to shuffle. The queen, it's like she's the queen of like that type of music. I don't know if it's soul or what it is, but it's very, very different. You may find that you really enjoy the ocean, that you really enjoy the ocean. I feel like the ocean that you live by, there is an underwater extraterrestrial base it's like literally right underneath your feet when you're in the ocean. You think that's the bottom floor, but there's actually, yes, yes, absolutely. It's being a spiritual guru, but using your voice to influence other people to get into alignment. I love that. The ocean is going to be a place where you are going to find the most peace, just tranquility, peace, and serenity. And I love that. Let's see what else. The sword. So you definitely have a cutoff game that is impeccable. I feel like you know when it's time to let someone or something go, and you do. And this is why people always underestimate you, because they always underestimate. Yes. Okay, I will definitely check his music out. Yeah, you always cut people off right in time, right before they betray you, which is weird. I don't know why people betray you. Oh, I do. Out again. Like I said, you were dealing with somebody that was shapeshifter, and not in a mermaid type way. This was somebody that, I don't know what type of being this could be, but this is definitely somebody that deceives a lot of people. Yeah, they got some major shapeshifter energy. And this person's been following you from lifetime. They do need a job for their jelly sandwiches. I totally agree with this. This person has been following you from lifetime to lifetime. This is weird. Yeah, they have made some type of vow to never stop attacking you. That was probably the worst thing that they could do. Because like I said, you know when to use this sword, how to use this sword, and you would have no problem using this sword to cut this person off. They're wearing a mask, obviously, if they're freaking shapeshifter. Mask, by the way, it's a classic. One of my most favorite Jim Carrey films. The mirror. This person is trying to mirror your energy, and they're only getting the negative reflections back. So like, I feel like anything they try to amplify with this mirror and the moon magic, it's just backfiring. A gape being left open. This person's mouth is always like, whenever they see that they're not being successful. Yeah, this person wanted to take over your castle. And you could actually have a castle in your family lineage. The destroyer. This person wants to be the destroyer, and they don't realize that you have the ability to destroy and to create. Thanatos, the destroyer to death. Thanatos is another name for Thanos, from Marvel. Anyways, he's one of my spirit husbands, but he's actually ruling Mars right now. So you could have a very big connection to Thanatos, to Thanos, the angel of death, and to Mars. And that's why this is working out bad for this person. Because you've got protection. The anima mundi. This person is focusing from their fight and flight response, from their animus, their animal instinct. That's why they haven't been able to see that this is not something that they can win. They also underestimate your connection to the Father. And that's a big, big mess up, because when God loves you, the kiss, this person wants to transfer some shit to you through kissing you. And I feel like you have a kiss, like kissing an empress breaks the spell. I feel like you are that empress that once somebody kisses you, or you kiss somebody, that you basically break the spell over their life. The nectar, exactly. And I do feel like you're connected to the mother of all things. The temple, you could be very much in a Zen period of your life right now. I feel like you're worshiping the temple that exists within. Yeah, this person is so animalistic. They're just like super basic. Nice. Okay. Yes, I love Marvel too. Probably one of the coolest franchises ever. This person's reaching a dead end when it comes to you. I think that they've exerted as much as they were going to be able to get away with. It could benefit you. Like, you have also connections to the river. Now, mermaids are actually, they're found in the ocean a lot, but they're more so found, if you read into the lore and stuff, they're actually more river beings. They're like connected to the rivers in Africa. So Zimbabwe, the one of the countries that I'm from, has a huge fairy problem and a huge mermaid problem. And so does South Africa. South Africa has a cave in the middle of like the desert where it's all deserty that has a bunch of mermaid cave drawings on them. You should definitely look into that. Yeah, the maiden energy. I feel like this person was tempted to try to take this, your voice, kind of like Ursula, this shapeshifter. Oh, Ursula was like a shifter. Yo, this is that exact story. You know, obviously like a squid person or an octopus person or whatever. But then when she turned into the lady that was going to marry Prince Eric, she turned into a person and she stole Ariel's voice. This is the same exact energy, yo. Yes, 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 Vanessa, that's it. Shapeshifter. Wow. And this person is still stuck in that animalistic nature. That is crazy. So you could very well be getting your voice back or expanding your vocal cords. Like I was saying, that you can create. This is why you're such a warrior. You've had to fight like somebody that was shape shifting to compete with you. And literally Ursula, looking at the story of Ursula and Ariel is a great way to just view destiny swapping. Like, basically Ursula's like, okay, let's exchange gifts. I'm going to take your voice and then I'm going to give you this, this, and this, but it ends up working out really bad. It ends up working out bad, but then really good. The traditional story of the Little Mermaid is probably one of the most saddest, sadistic stories I've ever heard. It has nothing to do with the original, with the Disney version. So you should read that, because or watch a video about it, just so that you know about it. It'll definitely clue in a lot of different things that you have been thinking about. So I want to look into the confessions of this shapeshifter person, why they won't leave you alone. Can we get some energy on who Vanessa is, why they won't leave collective alone? Well, jealousy, of course. I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. This is what this person is trying to say to the universe. And the universe is like, well, why are you picking on this person? It says, it's too late. I moved on and I do not wish to reconnect. I just want to steal your destiny instead. My God. I pushed you away because I do not want to take responsibility. This person doesn't want to be responsible for destroying any type of relationship. They also don't want to be responsible for what they're actively trying to do. I need to free myself from fear and doubts. I am a caged bird. That's how this person feels living in a human body. They literally feel like they're being caged in and that this is some type of punishment. That is so weird. I feel unworthy of having love in my life. I feel miserable and lost. So you're dealing with somebody that doesn't even feel worthy to be loved. Okay, that's sad. My focus is on my life. I can't be bothered to worry about you. That's a lie. This person keeps saying that, but they are worried about you. I think of you at night when the world is asleep and my mind is awake. This person is definitely Nine of Swords energy, thinking about you quite a bit. I am distracting myself to avoid thinking of you. Wow. There are feelings of anger inside me that I need to release before I explode. Yeah, you don't want to make contact with this person. I don't feel guilty for how I treated you. My ego is too big to care. That's their overall energy. So knowing what people's overall energy is gives you just an upper hand advantage when it comes to having to deal with them, because they are bizarro. Okay. Let's I feel like we're going to use the divine timing deck because something good is about to come in. Or maybe are we going to use it? Yeah, we are going to use it to pull a couple cards. Something good is about to come in. I can feel it. My right hand is itching, which means money's coming in. Yes, we are free, and they're tripping balls about that. Wow, distraction. This person wants to distract you from your goal because basically, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. This person says this may not be aligned with your highest good. This person, the shapeshifter, no, they're not aligned with your highest and best good. They're very tempting, deceptive, and they carry secrets, which is not good. You've got this open doors energy. The door is unlocked, so just walk through. Journey passes and access. And then I feel like something's coming in very soon. There was something that was done in December that has backfired. They did something at Christmas time. I don't know if you were experiencing a lot of anxiety about that. Wow. Yes. They're definitely trying to just throw like a monkey wrench into the way that everything works for you. Libra time, balance, harmony, and choices. This person could be a Libra. You can have Libra highly aspect in your chart. A long time. Think long term as you're building something to last. But spiritual fatigue. Okay, so yeah, you were experiencing something at that time. Yeah, you have gradual unfolding and a future that looks really, really good. I know that everything happens in divine time, but let's see if we can get this blessing is coming in April. Yeah, I felt April. Here it is. This blessing is coming in April. Water your hopes and watch them start to bloom. Planting, nurture, blossom. Also, a very good connection to plants. Like what I'm picking up is that when this shapeshifter thing sends its energy to you, your plants, like you could have had plants that were dying or getting sick or plants outside, but your plants are taking the hit for you. So it's like a kind of like a pestilence that they're sending. Yeah, something's happening right now. Time is fleeting, so don't miss the opportunity. Countdown passing limited. And then I'm seeing many factors. Timing is fragile, complex, and multifaceted now. Delicate precision and clarity. You're going to gain so much clarity on what this person was trying to do to you. And the moment that you understand that is the moment that they're literally beat. Like literally beat. You are right on schedule, though. I mean, for this blessing to come in April, this could be money for a new home. This could be money for a new business. Wow. Yes, it definitely went down in a storm last month. Yeah, that and seeing the tree on this card, absolutely. Absolutely, it was taking the hit for you. Which is so awesome. I mean, because literally, if that energy would have hit you, you would have felt bad. Your choice. You are running the show. This is what this person does not realize. They don't realize that you are running the show and that you get to decide. You have the power, authority, and status that this person literally wishes that they had. You have the crown, and you're the one that can. You just moved. So awesome. Yeah, you could be getting more money that comes in. I feel like even if it's felt like it's a slow progress, that things are still on schedule. You're not going to miss out. Like, remember the story of the tortoise and the hare, right? Where the tortoise ends up winning, basically. Yes, I wouldn't call you a weird shaman lady. I would call you a skilled shaman lady because you know how to speak with the trees. That's like ancient knowledge. Also, you could be dealing with somebody who is a Cancer. Like they could be extremely emotional, and that's why they're emotionally charged. Yeah, this blessing is coming in very soon. Things are happening fast. So be ready to move. Speed, agility, and quickness. And that's a hummingbird. Hummingbirds are one of your totems right here. So is the tortoise. Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, you know. And then also September. So there's going to be another shift that happens. So there's going to be a shift in your energy in April and a shift in your energy in September. And those two shifts are going to bring in a lot of abundance. So this could be a new client you end up working with. What I'm getting is that if you're going to do shaman work for others, you need to up your price because you're not charging enough. Your help changes people permanently. Oh, so you love hummingbirds. I am a lover. I've got hummingbirds here and here. I love hummingbirds so freaking much. They're a symbol of happiness to me. Also, you could have Pisces highly aspect in your chart. You could be very intuitive, creative, and the one thing, so you're doing it for free. So yes, this is a confirmation that you're ready to start charging money for it. The energy of this Pisces being highly aspect in the chart, I really like that because you can go from being a mermaid to being a siren really quick on somebody and switch it up. And this person, like, they're trying to be a shapeshifter, but they can't shapeshift the way that you can. So I think that that's beautiful. And again, shamanism it's all different. Like, there's just different forms of it. I feel like you expanding your practice is going to lead you to new things that you want to study, like being an animal shaman, being an herbal shaman, all that stuff. Okay. So I hope that this reading helped you. I hope that it helped you understand a little bit more about what's going to be happening and what's coming in for you. The archetype deck, I love that deck. It's just awesome. So know that God loves you. Know that I love you. Please like this video, share it if you feel compelled to. And always remember that if you have any questions, you can always come back to this reading and watch it again. Wow. I love Rex from Toy Story. That is so cute. Yes, that is such a good Toy Story, such a good analogy. 32 years. You should be charging money for that. Okay. You're doing so good. All right. I'm giving you hugs and lots of love. And until the next reading, you guys, peace be with you. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Beautiful siren.